So I remember having massive anxiety since I was a kid, man. And I obviously I didn't know back then what the hell even anxiety was, but man, I'd get the bubble guts like you wouldn't believe. I just would get this rumbling in my stomach. I'd have the runs. It'd be just a mess. And it'd be over things that, wasn't that deep. Maybe I messed up in school or I did something I wasn't supposed to do, but everybody has worry and stress and anxiety to an extent, right? But I'm gonna say straight up, there is no cure to anxiety. Because anxiety is not something that needs to be cured. And this took me all 33 years of my life to finally get, like, fully realize. Yes, some of us have more tendencies to worry or stress or be prone to sadness and emotions and fluctuations. Absolutely. I'm not denying that. But I think modern society has pushed too much of this, like, you supposed to always be happy shit, and it's not true. It's not true. First of all, you can't always be happy. I think by nature humans are not happy. Happiness is a product of accomplishment. You earn happiness, and happiness is an emotion just like sadness, like anger, like joy, excitement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be in a state of happiness. I mean, unless your life goes to be some type of yogi that reaches enlightenment, then this channel definitely not gonna be for you. I ain't gonna speak on that. But happiness is in the doing. Happiness comes with accomplishment of a goal, hitting a target. It's a product. It's a byproduct of accomplishment. It's not this thing that you just constantly have to be feeling and need to. Oh, I just want to be happy. I just always want to be happy. Like, that's if as a human species, if we weren't in a state of constant dissatisfaction, nothing would get done. We would never accomplish shit. If I was just happy all the time, no matter what, I'd have no reason to do anything. I'd have no reason to go wash my ass and take a shower, because if I stink and I smell bad, who cares? I'm just in a state of bliss. I'm just happy all the time. It's all good. I just smell like ass and onions. Like, no. Hell no. If I was not dissatisfied, I wouldn't care about anything. Anxiety is not a bug, it's a feature. It's a feature of the human system. It's there to warn you, it's there to push you, it's there to be an indicator. The problem, like I said, is that we've been sold a false bill of goods that says you have to constantly be like like doped out. You know what I'm saying? People taking these meds and hopped up on all this shit, and it's like, that's not it, man. That's not it. That's not it. You'll never accomplish nothing if you just, you know what I'm saying? And you're never yourself. You see people who is overly medicated, unfortunately, and they just lose a piece of their soul, a piece of who they are, man. Anxiety is not a thing to be cured. It's working with you. The problem is we resist, and what you resist persists. Sometimes you think that trying to fight this thing, you end up making it worse. Yes, anxiety can be overwhelming, stress can be overwhelming. But again, it's an indicator. It's letting you know that, yo, you not doing something that you need to be doing, or you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. You doing too much, or you not doing enough. You just trying to ignore it or push it to the back burner, but so much, and that's gonna build up inside of you. Now, Is that to say that everyone's the same and capable of the same? No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, there's people who are more prone to depression and anxiety. Excuse me. There's people prone to emotional, fluctuations. Yes, absolutely. 110%. Like, I believe that. I understand that. I also believe that you will limit yourself to however many excuses you choose to give yourself. It's not an excuse just because you might be prone to something or you might handle stress not as good as the next person. First of all, why are you comparing yourself to the next person? That's really your first mistake. Second of all, again, you're working against yourself, which is causing you more grief. It's causing you more stress. It's causing you more anxiety. What you lack is perspective, man. Ain't nothing like coming close to death to realize that 99% of the stuff we stress and worry about on a day to day, if you're blessed enough to live a long life, you'll look back. I guarantee you will look back and regret most of the shit you worried about because it ended up being nothing. It was a waste of your time, a waste of your energy. Straight up. I've been immensely blessed even through all my trials and tribulations. In fact, I'm blessed because of my trials and tribulations. I'm blessed because of the wonderful things that I've had to deal with. I'm grateful for my struggles. I'm grateful for them because they made me the strongest version of myself that I could possibly be. And that's not to say I sit here and I figured it out. There's days where my anxiety is crippling. It takes over. But you know what you do with that? I'll give you a prescription. You want to really deal with your anxiety right then and there in the moment? You just overwhelmed. You can't take it. Go hit you some push-ups. Go do some dips. Go do some burpees. Go for a 5-mile jog. Go for a hike. Go for a swim. Hop on your bike. I guarantee you, without a shadow of a doubt, you go and engage in some type of physical activity and you can't hang on to your anxiety while, you know, running out of breath and breaking a sweat, man. You just not. Movement is medicine. You want to deal with your anxiety? Get your ass to work out. And you're going to see real quick, you're going to forget what the hell you was stressed about and you're going to feel better. But trying to run away and resist these things and thinking that depression or anxiety and all these I believe in these things. Again, I'm not dismissing them. Mental health is real, and men's mental health, unfortunately, we get put on the fucking back burner because we're always expected to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. And even when we try, we still don't get the props that we deserve. And men often get overlooked and overpassed, and it's unfortunate. But it is what it is. I'm not sitting here and having a damn pity party about it. That's life. That's life. And as men, we're strong enough to handle and carry anything that comes our way. Anything. Can nothing stop us. Can nothing hold us back or hold us down. It's a blessing for you to have struggles. It's a blessing for you to have the opportunity to prove yourself. That's a blessing, man. And so if you're anxious, you're feeling anxiety about work, your relationship, your family, your financial situation, whatever it is, go hit you a workout, come back, sit down, write, journal, get that stuff out of your head and get out of your own head and get into your body. And you're going to see how much better you're going to feel. And you're going to realize that you got this. You always had this. This is just another thing on the checklist to hit. And when you really integrate the fact that and stop looking, again, having that perspective that these things are bad about you. It's bad that I'm this. It's bad that I'm that way. I have to figure this out. No, stop trying to seek avoidance. Stop trying to numb the pain. Embrace that. Eat that. Hug it. Love it. You want to get rid of anxiety and depression? Embrace it. Be happy. Say, you know what? I'm grateful right now that I'm stressed about these bills. It's so good. I love thinking about it. The more you sink into things in a weird, ironic way, I don't know if it's the laws of I don't know what, but again, what you resist persists. But if you kind of like fall into it, the stress, the anxiety, the worry, whatever it is that's causing you grief, it kind of just poof disappears. It just melts away. And stop looking at these gifts that you've been blessed with like anxiety, because that's what it is. It's a gift, believe it or not. And when you start looking at it like that, you realize, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And you lack perspective and you lack gratitude. Having problems just means you're still alive. Having problems and anxiety and worry means you got another chance. You're on the right side of the dirt. And stop looking at these blessings as bugs. They're features. They're there to help you. But you got to let them help you, and you got to get the hell out your own way. You got this.